I am in Riverwood in was it Sleeping Giant Inn?
Hmm. I will say, this game is pretty remastered on here. I could go to Whiterun.
You could. Or you could go to the Rift because, you know, Thieves Guild and stuff. Or Whiterun, go to Yavaskir, right? Yeah.
Windhelm. Oh man.
I just turned the voices down so everybody walking around in the tavern. Delphine and what's his name?
Riften. Riften is very far away.
Oh, you're level 1.
I'm level 1. I still am technically over by Anis's cabin. Like, I should be going to, what is it, Bleak Falls Barrow or whatever.
Let's not go to Bleak Falls.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll waste my game time and like walk somewhere first. I won't like do the quest line while we'll just do Skyrim ambience. I'll just wander around while we're talking.
Love it.
I almost bought Oblivion, like, because I was like, oh, but I have it on my PC, so I couldn't bring myself to do it.
I'm gonna get the remastered as my winter game. I've decided.
I've just not heard good
because I
things.
never finished. I never finished the my original Oblivion playthrough. Remember when I started it? I never finished that. So now that there's remastered, I might actually finish it.
I've heard
I like the remastered so far.
I've just heard it's broken a lot on console. Just
Well,
buggy.
wasn't original Oblivion broken?
No, I'm not talking about the normal charming Bethesda bugs. Like, there's apparently issues with the remaster, and I think it may have had to do with the whole like Unreal overlap or something. I don't know. I've seen a lot of back and forth online between people saying that they're having problems with the remaster. So might be worth looking into before putting any money on it, just to make sure it's not something that's going to drive you nuts.
That's fair. Duplicate. I'm gonna go here, and
hopefully it's something they have fixed before snow hits the ground.
That's been one of the it's one of the things that people have expressed some frustration with, is that it's been out for like a year now and stuff's still not fixed. So I don't know.
Wouldn't it be a year this July?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember when it came out, but either way, it's close enough to a year to say the game's been out for like a year and still not fixed, if that's the case. Because it is June. It's only another month.
interesting. Okay, go there, go there.
I don't think I want to sit here, because when I sit here, the spinning around animation is
Oh
janky.
yeah, that's right. I forgot that it does that. Like when you're just sitting somewhere in Skyrim, it like rotates around you. I forgot about that.
It's like a screensaver. Which might be why they did it, actually.
Yeah, it probably was, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Uploads.
I turned my hood off and I turned voices off.
Okay. Come on. Oh crap.
When you're playing Skyrim, you actually have to pay attention to what you're looting because you don't want to touch the beacon. Yep, exactly, Jinx.
Another hand touches the beacon.
Hey, our notes are dated the 8th, but today's the 7th.
Whoops. I didn't do it. Not my
It
fault.
was me. My bad. Textiles. How about hitting? Yes. How about...
Alright, Jinx.
outlining in black? Green.
I don't know what you're talking about. The notes say the 7th for me.
Yeah, I just fixed it. I just changed it because I'm super tech savvy and, you know, can type.
Oh, what are you implying, huh?
That it really was easy to do, so I just did it.
He's like, I'm saying that you obviously don't know how to.
That's not at all what I said. Thank you very much.
Okay. Downloading. JPEG. Current page. Done. Download. Well, if anybody's here, thanks for being here.
Indeed. Welcome to the pre-show.
Welcome to the Not Snugpod.
Yeah.
As we do things in the Not Snugpod because the servers are down this evening.
That's right. Retweeting that. And also this pre-show tree show is live tonight we are saying Foos Ro Na because
You know, I can remember actually having time to play games more and being like super excited to play Skyrim some more. Pretty certain that I have like, which I know to many people it's not even a big number, which is ridiculous to think it's not a big number, but I'm pretty sure I have over 1,000 hours in Skyrim.
Nice.
I'm sure there are people out there that be like, wow, that's nothing. I've got 27,000 hours.
Just like that? Like an Argonian?
Yes.
twitch.tv/snugpodcast. Select all. Copy.
Well, I seem to have kid aggro now, so I will be right back.
Right, bro.
The only game I've ever bought 3 times.
Skyrim?
Mm-hmm. PS3, PS4, and PS5.
Nice.
And if and when the time comes that a PS6 exists, if I get it and they don't offer an upgrade for free, I probably won't buy that because, come on.
Right. All right. all of our stuff should be live, like our tweets and stuff. I honestly probably should turn down the music. Whoops. Because otherwise it'll probably ding us.
But every time it does, I just go, we have permission, and it lets it go through. So
Same.
I mean, what do they think that Twitch is?
I know. Ooh, that's cool. You can change the crosshair? Neat. How do I change my depth of field? What does that do?
So, did you hear from Summer Games Fest that there might actually be a legitimate contender for ESO players on console coming?
What's that?
Guild Wars 3.
Oh yeah, I saw the stuff for that yesterday. I think. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday or the day before when it was announced, I think.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Since console doesn't have too many options for, serious MMOs, and Guild Wars has got 2 existing games they maintain and are going to continue maintaining.
Yep, they'll have 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Display.
The trailer looked interesting, but there wasn't enough there to really tell much.
Right.
I did like the whole look of being able to climb up things, and the possibility of being able to fly. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, because you can fly right now in Guild Wars.
Right. Yeah, I hear that's game's kind of known for having a lot of verticality to it.
It is. It's also got underwater content. Quite a bit of it, actually. What's over here? What's over here?
There's also a new RuneScape game coming to console.
Oh?
Dragon Wilds. It's like a survival crafting. I don't know if it's necessarily an MMO, but it is multiplayer. And it's going to launch with crossplay. Wait. Remember, is that right? Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to launch with crossplay. Guild Wars 3 is going to launch with crossplay. And it's scheduled to come out next year, so better get on it. They better prove me right. I believe in them. I think they can.
I do too.
I think they totally can have it done by this year.
Can you train me to be better at archery?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have enough.
You want to level up in archery? I'll tell you how to do it. Real easy.
Use a bow?
Just download that mod for faster levels. It's pretty quick.
Completed option.
Man, this is wild. I'm just in here in Sleeping Giant Inn, and the place is filling up. There's just tons of people just coming in, sitting down, eating.
Hello, Hilda.
That's what made this game so cool was just how alive it felt. Now, granted, if you stayed in one place too long, you did see the same stuff happening, but
Yeah.
seeing people go to work and then go home at night, go to bed.
Oh, I can take a gift. How about... Oh, I should take some bread. Oh, are you gonna give me all this stuff, dude? I'll just take everything. How do I get to Whiterun?
You can't get there from here. You gotta go over there first.
Man, I haven't played this game in so long.
What, since the last time we had to do this?
Yeah, but last time we did this, I just got out of Helgen and that was it. I'm just getting a nice little lore dump here. Those Talos worshippers. What have you got for sale? Oh, I don't have enough gold. Gold! Oops. I gotta remember. I should be using this battle axe. I do not remember how to do anything in this game. Items? Whoa!
It don't take too long once you.
Alright, you had me and you lost me. I can't join tonight.
Okay, bye. Sorry. Oh, he just disappeared on me. Alvor straight up disappeared and moved. Bummer. Alright, well. Let me, whoops. Let's, go to items here. Weapons. I'll use this giant battle axe. That's what I'm gonna fight with when I need to fight. I gotta remember how to sheath it.
Square.
There we go. Alright, well we're just gonna go find a nice little scenic place to hang out and do the show from. Oh, that's nice.
All I have on your stream is your map.
You should refresh it.
Yeah, I might have had it. Did I have it paused? I don't think I had it paused. Are you out in front of the water?
Yep, I'm at a waterfall in Riverwood.
You know, if you walk up and look at some of the logs, you'll see bugs.
Mm-hmm. I'm just having a grand old time taking screenshots.
There's something about the way this game looks that is definitely, in my
Beautiful?
opinion, holds up well. I mean, the characters aren't the best looking, but the world, yeah.
Okay. Oh, it just got very, quickly not sunny. It got really, really foggy
Might want
really
to look
fast.
up. Might be a fog dragon.
It's not a fog dragon, you turd.
Maybe it's a chicken. You know,
Maybe.
foghorn leghorn.
Mm-hmm. Just following a moose, running away from me now.
Shoot it. It'll level up your archery.
I don't have a bow out.
Quick slot.
Nah.
Shoot it. Shoot the moose.
Just taking a little walk-sees down here. Oh, what's gnawing on me? Yeah, take that. Giant wolf.
That axe is as big as you are.
I know, I love it. It's amazing. Alright, well... Should I run somewhere before we start the show, or...
You might not want to be out too just in the open, because you might end up being attacked. Is that the Thalmor guys? No, it's Imperials.
Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Big on. What's this dude? Free prisoner? I'm not gonna free him. We're gonna save first. Then we're gonna free him. Let's go with oh man, where are we? The last time I saved was 2025. Wow. Yes, let's overwrite that save data. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna do it for funsies. Free prisoner? Free and share items.
Give him a weapon.
Yeah. Well, I can't. It won't let me do it.
You can't go down?
No.
Hmm.
Ah! Yeah! Rawr! Huh! Ugh! Ah! Your health is low. You should drink a potion. I don't think I have a potion. Oh, here we go. Minor healing. Yeah! Let's eat some food. I love that you can just stop in the middle of what you're doing.
The
Some cheese.
Viva La Dirt guys make fun of that.
I know, I love that. Ha! I'm gonna die. But it was worth it. Oh, I killed the prisoner.
Way to go. Freed him just to kill him.
I didn't mean to. Nah. It says join the Stormcloak Rebellion. I'm gonna ignore you guys. I'm gonna go find somewhere nice to sit. Ooh, lavender. It's pretty. Let's see. Ah! Dragon's Reach! Awning Brew Meadery! I found it! Pretty. Catch a butterfly. Harvest mountain flower. So important in ESO. Ah, there's our first, reportable garbage of the stream right here. Ban. Report. Spam. Selling AI. Viewers. Submit. Block. Close. Alright. Well, let's find a place to sit. Uh-oh. That came to both of us, whatever that was. Oh, I bet that's Twitch.
It is.
Good job.
Yeah, that's the ban report.
Oh, did he used to be an adventurer like me? World's gone mad, I say. So pretty. How beautiful. Alright, let's go into the, let's go into the meadery here. Here you can sit down in this chair. Ooh, honey nut treat right in front of me. I'm just gonna hear guys coughing the whole show. Maybe I don't want to do that.
Turn the voices down.
Yeah, I could do that.
That's what I did because Delphine and whatever his name is kept arguing. Are you gonna do it? I said I'd do it later. You could do it now.
Maybe I'll try and make it into town real quick. Let's see. Or I could just stand out here in the open and hope nothing bites me. It's pretty nice here by the river.
Yeah, you're not leveled up enough to start getting attacked by like the vampires and stuff that come into towns.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think that stuff happens at like level 10 or something.
Yeah, I think if I find just like somewhere nice to hang out.
Wow, dude just laid down on the floor by my feet.
That's awesome. I could look up at the throat of the world, right?
He's laying on his arm, like his arm tucked under him, but because he's not laying on anything soft, so that it looks like it's recessing in, his arm is on the ground and the rest of him is like parallel to the ground with his weight on his arm.
That's silly. Let's see. Well, should I stay here outside of... Oops. Should I stay here outside of Dragon's Reach, or... I don't see why not. Oh, I could go into the palace. Kind of nice in there, right? I forgot. Can I sprint in this game?
Yeah, but I can't remember what button it is. It might be X.
No.
It's a weird button. It might even be one of the top buttons, but I can't remember.
Oh, yep. It's L1. You can't do it for very long.
You got to get those enchantments on your gear that you don't use any stamina.
Right.
I have survival mode turned on too, so
Oh no.
I had to eat stuff earlier because I was dying. Well, not dying, but like my screen kept flashing red because my stamina was about out.
Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. My stamina is like done.
Yeah, in survival mode, you'll have a little red bar that starts to go the opposite direction on your stamina meter as you get tired, and your stamina won't fill up as far. And you have to manage the temperature. Like if it's super cold, you have to have warm clothes on, or you'll freeze. Or like you can use a torch. You can hold a torch in one hand, and that'll warm you up some too. I think, if I remember right.
I leveled up. So pretty. I'm going for the palace. Whoa. You guys are jerks. You're a little jerk. Good. I'm not afraid of you, even if you are my elder. Who you calling old, kid? Wow, I totally forgot how to get here. Just walking up the wrong area. Oh my goodness, so many people talking. Who? You, kid? I'll give you a coin. Here, have a piece of gold. Why are you begging? Oh no. Oh no. I could adopt you if you want, but I don't have anywhere to send you. So bye-bye. I'll worry about adopting her later. I'm just trying to get somewhere scenic where we can do the notes. Somewhere that looks nice. Oh, that's kind of nice. Looking over Dragon's Reach. Is there a spot here that I can jump up? Nope. Fail. Alright, I'll go inside. Ah, this'll do. Except these people are probably going to talk to me all the time. Yeah, I'll have to turn down the voices, like you said. Oh boy.
What was that? Just the controller vibrate.
Okay, here we go. Settings, audio. You just turned all voices all the way down?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, and then I walked up to somebody, let them talk and see if it did anything, and I did not hear anything, and I haven't heard anything since. So it worked.
Cool.
Last time we did this, I tried to go upstairs at one of the places, and I think I ended up killing somebody up there because they wouldn't quit talking.
Ah, that's funny. Alright, well, I'm hanging out here in Dragon's Reach, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out at any point. It shouldn't. The Jarl has a giant quest marker slammed right on his face. Silly. Alright. Well, it's been a while. Shall you do the honors?
It's only been a couple of weeks.
Well, that's true.
There we go. Just trying to make sure that I was actually,
Make sure that you were actually live.
yeah. Apparently I can't have both videos going at the same time. I thought I've done that before.
I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't have to have both videos going necessarily, as long as I can see the chat for both. So that's fine. Alright. Yeah. You ready to start then?
Yep. Whenever you are.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to a Snugpodless cast. We are normally a Snugpod cast, but we have no Snugpod tonight. If you have no idea what I mean, it's because there's maintenance going on the servers currently, and so we cannot log into Elder Scrolls Online to hang out in our Snugpod as usual. So we are time traveling and spending some time in Skyrim tonight. I am hanging out in the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and there's a guy sleeping by my feet. So there's that. I'm never separate. And with me tonight, Gone Crazy Back Soon.
That's right. And I'm in Dragon's Reach, in the palace, waiting for people to come talk to me, except I turned their voices off, so they can't say anything to me.
What if people did that to us?
You know, then the podcast wouldn't have any listens.
They come to our podcast and just turn our voices down. They hear
They're
everything
like,
else.
I only want the ambience. They're like, forget it. Everything else can go away.
We're going to create a podcast app that gives you the ability to adjust voice volumes. And
Oh no.
yeah, that'd be interesting.
That would be very interesting, wouldn't it?
It would.
That'd be strange.
Well, Gwen was going to be with us. If you were by chance with us during pre-show, you might have heard Gwen for a few moments. She had to go. She had a little thing that we referred to as Kid Aggro. So she won't be joining us tonight. But she did have a question. And I thought I would share it because it's a very deep, profound question. And I think we should discuss. Crazy. What are video games?
I'm not sure. I haven't played any recently. I'm just kidding. I have played some a little recently. We're playing one now. Does that count?
Well, are we though?
No, we're not really playing it. We're just kind of sitting around in it.
Yeah, I'm more like this is like a passive ability of mine where I can just turn a game on and it spins around like the camera's just going around and around. So I guess that counts as a passive gaming stat, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I've not been doing much of anything in game. I logged in to collect something from my mail that from one of the guild leaders in another guild who does auctions to that's Dragon Racer, does auctions to raise money for their trading guild and stuff. So I bought some things and I wanted to make sure I logged in to collect those before they got sent back, because I did ask for them to be sent to me COD, and I wanted to make sure to get that taken care of. So that has pretty much been the extent of it. I did, however, today, because we were sitting around the house and I was curious. It was a game that I downloaded probably a week or so back, a couple weeks back maybe. I realized I'd been looking at it on Steam because I was looking to see what games might actually run on my MacBook that I've installed Linux on, and I came across it. It's similar to Stardew Valley, but it's called Graveyard Keeper.
Oh gosh.
And I was browsing through. I was like, "Hey, that game's on PlayStation." And I went and I looked it up on PlayStation just out of curiosity to see how much it was. And it was like, download the console. I was like, wait a minute, I own this game? So apparently it was a Plus game at some point. And I probably looked at it and was like, not for me. But I got on today because my wife and one of my kids were just sitting in the living room, and I was like, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to play it. And man, you take care of a graveyard, and the first body that you have to take care of, you have to take some meat off of it, and you learn recipes for a sandwich and a cheeseburger.
That's gross.
So if you've ever played Stardew Valley and liked that kind of a game, but thought, what would make this great is if I could be in some sort of world where I'm a twisted graveyard keeper using meat from dead bodies to make cheeseburgers.
So what you're saying is Mana Marco.
There you go. It's Mana Marco Simulator.
That's weird. Not the Mana Marco Simulator. Oh my.
Anyway, that's been about the extent of my game time this past week, and probably largely even really the last couple of weeks. What about you? Anything special?
I hit my 10,000 favor in the night market. So I got my die, my pretty die for the Thousand Eyes. Looks really, really cool. And after that, things got really hectic and crazy at work, and I've barely had time to play. When I have played, it's been doing some antiquities stuff. I've been trying to get through some of my antiquities that had backed up a little bit and try and get some Ayleid furnishing plans. So I've been kind of rotating between Westfield, Blackwood, and the Gold Coast. Rotating around trying to dig up some stuff for Minui Pro because there's a particular furnishing plan or praxis or whatever that he actually wants. So I have been sort of trying to help with that, and other than that, it's pretty much it. It's just been guild management stuff because we're getting ready to have a leadership meeting hopefully soon over in Lore Seekers, and that's about it. Yeah, basically I've just been doing a little bit of light archaeology, if you will.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Hey, lots of fun stuff coming though, and this is weird. The reason console is down is because everybody's getting everything at the same time now with releases. So that is, it's crazy. I love it though.
Yep. And for those of you who were unaware, this is going to be the last major significant update for ESO because it's going to be max level. It's hitting level 50, and everything after this is just going to be ESO CP. So we're going to have Elder Scrolls Online update 50 CP 1 coming soon.
We hit champion point on Elder Scrolls Online.
We did. It's amazing. I mean, I can't believe I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You know, I would have thought the game would be ahead of everyone else, but you know, how many years has it been now? And they're just now hitting level 50. Come on, what is up with that? I mean, I did that in less than a year, so yeah. Anyway,
crazy.
Moving right along, we want to jump into the news.
Sure, let's do it.
Or do we want to jump into the olds?
Well, I do want to jump into something really quick, and I feel like it would be remiss if we didn't say anything. Today was Tales of Tamriel's 400th episode, so congratulations to our fellow podcasters.
Indeed.
On that huge achievement. Sorry, I just had the crud scared out of me. My backpack fell over next to me while I was talking, and it shook the whole floor, and it freaked me out. But
well,
anyway,
it didn't wake this guy up. He's still sleeping by my feet, so
well, yeah, so congrats to Tails. Here's to 400 more. We're almost to 200.
Indeed. 170.
I know. Yeah. Crazy.
Yep, we're actually over max gear cap now, so
we are. Yeah, we're over gear cap. So, oh gosh. Yep. Well, let's hop into the news.
Do we just want to go straight down this here list?
Let's do it.
Okay. What? Okay, it asked me a weird thing. Are you serious? I have to.
Is it asking you to verify your age?
No, something popped up in the note when I highlighted. I don't recall seeing before. Before I clicked on it. Okay. So, I guess this doesn't really need a full read necessarily, does it? Although it won't take long to read it. But
nope. I mean, it tells you how to cross-play, basically, or play your way, but we can always say to reference the article.
Yeah, so basically, Elder Scrolls Online is now available on PC Game Pass. So if you've got Game Pass on your PC, you can now get Elder Scrolls Online through that.
Yeah. It's part of the Xbox Play Anywhere library, so it's got combined elements from PC and Xbox. So it supports like the ROG Ally and the handheld devices that can do that stuff. So that's why it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. And so before long, Elder Scrolls Online is going to be Play Anywhere.
Yep.
Did you just agree with me?
Well, it's already on Play Anywhere.
Yeah, but
I know what you were getting at.
Anyway,
he's really harping on the crossplay thing tonight, folks.
Yeah. Look, we've already got multiplayer Skyrim happening right now. We're just kidding. We're not actually playing together. We're just both.
Not. Yeah. We're just both playing, but we're not playing together.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we'll have that article linked if you need details on how to do all of that. But now that's the thing. Hey, did you know There's a lot of like fairly significant updates coming to some things in update 50.
Mm-hmm.
One of which is the cute little poochies are getting an update.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Everybody's gonna be going, "Come here, you cute little puppy. I want to pet you." And then they're gonna get their faces bitten off.
They're gonna get faces shredded, is what there's gonna happen.
That's right. All right. Get your claws into Season 0 Werewolf Update. That's so weird, Season 0. Anyway. Arriving with Update 50 in Season 0 on June 8th, Tamriel's werewolves are getting a fierce refresh. Part of Season 0's ongoing combat and class refresh work, the werewolf skill line and look and feel update is almost here. You can experience the monstrous transformation anew when Update 50 arrives on June 8th. And, as with all seasonal content, this refresh is completely free for all ESO players. What exactly should you expect from the werewolf refresh? Here's a quick list of the major changes and addition. 2 brand new werewolf models, 1 male and 1 female, including an approximate 20% size increase, the addition of more dynamic fur, and other visual tweaks. New animations, visual effects, and sound effects, including locomotion, movement, jumping, etc., core combat mechanics, block, dodge roll, or roll dodge, etc., and abilities. A new ultimate ability that overrides your ultimate while in werewolf form. An overhaul of the way you manage and sustain werewolf form, making it significantly easier to maintain. Sustaining werewolf form out of combat is now free. The hunt goes on. 2 new mechanics named Prowl and Slaughter. Slaughter is a synergy-based ability similar to Blade of Woe. Prowl is a mechanic override for Crouch that works with Slaughter to ensure werewolves remain terrifying without being invisible. As you can see, werewolves are set to pounce back into the forefront with the redesign, so we reached out to members of the development team for a more in-depth look. First up is a dramatic redesign of the skill line's core visuals, animations, VFX, and sounds, with the primary goal being to make them even more terrifying on the battlefield. Our goal was to create an experience that feels bestial and powerful, explains lead effects artist Cambria Blaze. We want you to feel intimidating as a werewolf, like you were ripping through anything that would stand in your way. To get there, the team took a 3-pronged approach to the redesign, addressing player pain points, identifying gaps, and finding opportunities to showcase what makes werewolves cool. Most importantly, the team wanted to make the experience of playing a werewolf feel truly satisfying. The werewolf is all-encompassing and its own beast, explains senior animator Radikal Alexander. It needed new locomotions and combat animations, and for all of it to feel cohesive. For the VFX, we wanted it to feel more brutal than what we had had for the original werewolf abilities, explains principal VFX artist Brian Hahn. Some abilities just felt out of place, and honestly a bit silly when in use. Their replacements are much more intense and physical than their older counterparts. This work also included a female version of the werewolf model, and one of the ESO community's most requested features. We wanted to add the female model for the werewolf to bring it into parity with our other transformation abilities like the vampire, which already has a female form, says senior producer Aaron Shute. The female model has slightly slimmer figure, a longer tail, smaller ears, a shorter snout, and additional fur across the chest and neck with less fur along the jawline. As with all combat refresh work, community feedback was a vital part of the process. I loved getting player feedback and tweaking the animations, says Alexander. There was even an animation that was too savage that tested our ESRB rating, requiring some tweaks. In addition to updates to the werewolf's visuals, VFX, and sounds, the team also sought to improve the mechanics behind Tamriel's lycanthropes, starting with their ability to transform. The old model of expending a high set amount of ultimate that led to a timer was very limiting and rough, not only in experience but also in its design and how it was set up under the hood, explains senior combat designer Alan Barish. We wanted to rework the experience into something more modern, so we moved toward a more toggled approach with a new werewolf transformation cost and timer. This change should feel like a natural evolution for the previous transformation. It grants more freedom to enter and exit werewolf form at will while providing additional ways to sustain the ferocious form for longer. Transformations cost significantly less ultimate outright, and instead it drains that cost again to maintain, explains Varish. However, since this now drains ultimate at a steady rate, we've also enabled ultimate generation while transformed, making it the primary driver to transform and sustain. Of note, you can no longer lose your werewolf form when out of combat, allowing you to loot, communicate with your squad, or rest without an awkward transformation back to your much less hairy, less terrifying form. In addition to the update to your lycanthropic transformation, the team has also introduced 2 new mechanics that allow you to become a true predator on the hunt. The first being slaughter takedowns, which function in a similar way to the Blade of Woe. Early into the design, we discussed making a cinematic kill camera that really helps sell the vicious, brutal nature of the werewolf, says Varish. While designing these new slaughter takedowns, we ran into a few issues with activating them while transformed. Werewolves are loud, intimidating creatures that garner a lot of attention when sighted. As a result, the team added a companion mechanic to slaughter called Prowl. Prowl is a unique override to your crouch function that operates similarly, but in a much more simplified manner, says Varish. At its core, Prowl simply makes it harder for your enemies to detect you, letting you get behind them to use these new takedown effects and incite chaos upon the battlefield. But it also has the added benefit of letting you sniff out some more well-hidden foes. When Prowl and Slaughter are used in tandem, you'll be able to run between packs of enemies, instilling fear and carnage in your wake much more effectively, says Varish. With Update 50, the werewolf's individual skills have also received numerous tweaks and improvements. In particular, the team made a major update to the Terrified mechanic, previously triggered by the Roar ability, and it has now been replaced with Blood Hunger. While Blood Hunger continues to increase the damage of your spammable, it can also interact with a few morphs as well, explains Varish. This is a relatively simple update on the surface that adds a little more mastery and expression to the werewolf experience for those who want a more robust combat rotation. As far as werewolf spammable abilities go, as we mentioned above, the Piercing Howl ability has also been reworked into Gnash. Gnash is a quick double bite that operates as a high-hitting instant attack, but it also doubles as an execute to make up for the werewolf's lack of bar space. This makes werewolves far more impactful and terrifying hunters on the field, with a much higher ability to finish off their prey. While Blood Hunger and Gnash represent the biggest changes to the werewolf's individual skills, the team also made a host of smaller tweaks to other abilities to ensure you have plenty of good options when building your werewolf character. Be sure to check out the full list of changes in the patch notes when Update 50 arrives on June 8th. With Season 0's Werewolf Refresh, Tamriel's most fearsome lycanthropes will once again return to the hunt. Are you excited to get your claws into your own beast? Will you terrify your fellow players in PvP, or take your transformative new power into ESO's PvE encounters? Let us know over on the socials. And it arrives with Update 50 on June 8th.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
So, I don't currently have
Werewolf?
a werewolf on my main. I do have a character that's has a werewolf, but it is not one that I actually use.
Okay.
So, I think I'm probably gonna have to look at setting up a build for Cat Dog.
For Cat Dog? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
For your Khajiit when they're a werewolf?
Mm-hmm.
Cat Dog! Yeah, my main is actually a werewolf, but I never use it. I've never leveled it fully. So, yeah. Pardon me. Oh, that was a big yawn. Apologies about that, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm excited to see these refresh pieces. I want to know how people feel about the werewolves after this.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's going to be fun to play around with. I like the idea that you'll be able to stay in werewolf form longer. I didn't play around with the werewolf a whole lot, but in the times that I did, and I'm by no means good, so don't take this to mean anything other than I'm just bad, but I had a hard time really being very effective with it. It seemed like I would morph into a werewolf and try to get kills, especially using it in like battlegrounds, and I just a lot of times couldn't get kills. And I did have a few games where it seemed to be fairly effective, but it wasn't consistent for me. But being able to stay in that form longer, and then like between combat, it doesn't count against you. So if you're, standing off to the side trying to maybe change out a set or sort through inventory or whatever the case may be, it doesn't take you out of that form. So I think that's a good change.
Yeah, for sure. Other big changes on the horizon. You know what they are?
Well, I think you can tell me.
PvP. You were just talking about PvP, so let's expand upon that. Vengeance. Did you ever get to try Vengeance?
No.
Did you go in there at all?
No. But I'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, I was like, don't worry. Now you can, because Vengeance is now a full-time thing with Update 50. So it is part of a permanent 30-day Cyrodiil campaign now. So Vengeance has returned. This time it's here to stay. Starting upon the launch of Update 50 on June 8th, aka right now or tomorrow, Vengeance will be available full-time as an Alliance War campaign. Each campaign will last 30 days and feature massive battles with up to 900 players, as well as modified abilities, loadouts, and unique perks. It's time to once again take up arms, compete for supremacy, and advance your veterancy rank. Vengeance Basics. Haven't taken part in a previous Vengeance campaign before? Sign up by following the steps below. It basically just gives you the basics on how you can get into Cyrodiil. Now, some things that it has that are different for this. All players will now have normalized stats regardless of level. Each class also has a modified set of abilities and items, and XP, Alliance points, Gold, and Champion points are retained when you leave the campaign. Items that can be earned during the campaign that are labeled as Vengeance cannot be taken outside of the campaign, but items that aren't labeled this way are retained upon leaving the campaign. Your regular skill lines also gain XP when you leave the campaign, and the champion system is actually disabled while you are in there. So upon entering the campaign, your character is changed to match a specific template for their class. As mentioned above, this includes predetermined abilities, attributes, consumables, and item sets. It also includes a backpack of supplies that cannot be removed from the campaign. Additionally, you are given a choice between 4 loadouts, which alter your stats to suit your role in the campaign. So, Vengeance will be going full-time, and you can try out that new veterancy system starting with Update 50. They are still retaining Grey Host, just in case everyone's here scratching their head and wondering. They are retaining Grey Host, and they did say that they would potentially open more if they're having queue issues or if there's issues with Vengeance being up same time as Grey Host. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited to try Vengeance. I want to see the veterancy system in action, because I didn't really get to look at it very much on PTS. Just kind of peeked at it real quick. What do you think? Do you think it sounds interesting?
I'm not a PvP guy. I'm just not good at it, so I don't spend a ton of time with it. I've been in Cyrodiil very, very little. For the most part, have only been in Cyrodiil when an event was going on to go do quests to get tickets, or I did go there to get the different crafted sets I had to get for for the house for the tunables. But outside of that, I don't go in the Citadel very often. That's not to say that I won't. If we all were to try to get together sometime and go in, I'd be interested to check it out and see how it feels.
Yeah, absolutely. I do too. So we'll have to do that at some point. Something. Go ahead. I felt like you were going to say something.
No. Other than I can't find my room.
What?
I told Delphine I wanted to I'd like to rent a room because
You can't find it?
I only see 2 rooms and the beds both say owned, but like my stamina, my magicka are both draining really far because I have survival mode turned on. And so my screen's all red, and that's why my controller keeps vibrating on my table over here.
Oh no.
And I don't know what's going on. I just know I need to sleep. But even after giving her gold, I can't go lay in the bed. I just want to go lay in the bed. Just let me lay in the bed.
That's a bummer. Well, while you're figuring that out, something happened at 1 o'clock today.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to preview Season 1 in the Xbox Game Showcase teaser trailer.
Okay. I missed that. Tell me about it.
Well, it was a fun little preview that featured a new teaser trailer that you can find now at ElderScrollsOnline.com. So, this was their Season 1 teaser for it arriving on July 8th. And you can actually watch the whole trailer back there. And it talks about the Thieves Guild and what the name of Season 1 is, which is Return of the Thieves Guild. So, we got a little article on it. It says, Season 1, ahoy! If you watched the recent Xbox Games Showcase 2026 live stream, you might have caught ESO's latest teaser for Season 1. Missed the big show? Don't worry, you can check it out below. ESO's Season 1 kicks off with an all-new Thieves Guild storyline, but as it progresses, you'll also take to the high seas in a new in-game event, encounter the Prince of Madness, and discover a host of new challenges, rewards, and ways to play. Be on the lookout for more information about Season 1 as we get close to its launch on July 8th. Additionally, with the game's recent move to PC Game Pass, we are happy to highlight and celebrate ESO's place within the ever-growing Xbox Play Anywhere library. Combining elements from both the PC and Xbox experience, the PC Game Pass version of the game plays on the Xbox realms and supports handheld devices like the ROG Ally, while maintaining support for keyboard and mouse on desktops and laptops. If you'd like to truly play ESO anywhere, you can pick up a PC Game Pass subscription and find ESO on the Microsoft Store or the Xbox PC app. Are you excited to delve into the new Thieves Guild storyline? We've only just begun to tease some of the adventures, stories, and challenges you'll encounter during Season 1, so be sure to keep an eye on ElderScrollsOnline.com and our social channels. So today at the actual showcase, there was a picture shared earlier, and Jay was there and Nick were there. So they were some of the devs that went over to LA for that little announcement piece. And they had an actual lock-picking tumbler lock thing, which was really cool. You can catch pictures of that over on the socials. Wherever you get your Elder Scrolls Online news from, whether that be the main website or I saw it on Facebook, as well as X and Blue Sky. So take a peek.
Take a peek.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat some cheese wheels and apples.
You should. The Sheo stuff is really cool. I actually did do the introductory quest for it just to see. Because I was very curious, and it was a fun intro quest. So, yeah. Next thing's pretty easy. We don't have to read all of it. I just put it there more so because they literally just published it a few hours ago.
Well, let me go sit back down.
Okay.
since I can't seem to actually lay in the bed in the room I paid for.
Nice.
Apparently, I'm just really bad at a game because I can't even find my bed. I don't know.
Oh, no.
My vision's all blurry because I'm hungry, and I ate food. But
Perhaps that's it.
yeah, maybe so. Delphine,
Yeah.
you're a brat.
Nice.
Anyway.
Awesome.
Do you mean the update 50?
Roundup?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't have to read these because we've actually already read them on the show. But something that they did today that was pretty cool, I thought, was after they had the Xbox showcase, they posted, Zos Kevin, one of the community managers, posted that there was a article list below that people could look at if they missed any. So it says, as Update 50 releases on Monday, we're resharing some of our latest articles on the new systems that are coming with this update. In case you missed any, here they are below. So they gave like a very quick, click on this link and it'll take you to this. Click on this link, it'll take you to this. So that's cool. So it mentions challenge difficulty, class mastery, which is the big one that's coming in my opinion, player experience improvements that are besides those, as well as the Vengeance campaign, veterancy, and the werewolf refresh.
Yeah, I think the class mastery and the werewolf refresh,
I think those are going to hit hard.
I think those are going to be really kind of focal for a lot of people. I know the not class mastery, the challenge difficulty, something a lot of people are looking forward to, but I am hesitant to get too excited about it.
Yep.
Because I think, if it's just challenge for challenge sakes and it doesn't feel worth it, then it probably will end up being something that's not utilized a ton. We're only getting we're getting an increase in gold and an increase to XP, but depending on how much of an increase that is, have they actually said what the percentage
of XP is?
Yeah, and gold.
I don't recall. I feel like it was somewhere, but I cannot remember where.
Oh, here it is. So for Adventurer is the current. Seasoned, you get 50% more gold and 20% more experience. But you kill everything half as fast. You'll do 50% less damage.
Right.
Master, you do 65% less damage, receive 100% more gold, and 75% more experience. And then Vestige, you will do 80% less damage and receive 200% more gold and 100% more experience. So the question comes in, if you're looking for like farming XP, you're just trying to grind and level up, and you think I'll turn that up and I'll get more XP, I'll level up faster. You're doing so much less damage. What's that going to do to how long it takes to kill things and how long it takes to clear mobs? So
I would say that would be a great technique if you were with a group of people that you knew who were playing on normal.
Yeah, but there again, that means only a few people are incentivized to increase their difficulty, and everybody else isn't doing their difficult increasing it. So, so I don't know. I think this needs some work, honestly. I haven't gotten to engage with it yet.
They did adjust it, just so you know, since PTS. So the amount of damage done versus what the return is different than what was on PTS, because people felt that it actually needed some adjustment. So, yeah.
So the article that I pulled up is the article that was in that forum post Kevin made. So is that the new numbers?
Mm-hmm. Should be. I believe so.
Yeah. So, just take, for example, season difficulty. Which farming for gold is probably a terrible idea anyway. The gold you get from killing things is more bonus probably than anything, because you're not, that's not the fastest way, excuse me, to get gold. But the season difficulty, you're going to do 50% less damage for 20% more experience. So it's going to take you twice as long to kill things for 20% increase in XP, essentially.
My question is, won't that stack with XP scrolls though, and your ESO plus?
Well, yeah. But
So then it, no, I don't know.
well, those things I think tend to be probably additive and not multiplicative. I could be wrong on that, but it's probably 20% of the base number, not 20% of your increased number. I'm not sure on how exactly all those numbers work.
True.
So
I don't actually know either, because I'm not a numbers cruncher.
yeah, I know a lot of times you have to know whether or not it's additive or multiplicative, and if it's being based off of the base number or if it's taking place after. But anyway, either way, that 20% increase is going to take you twice as long to get. So it's not doubling your XP for the twice as long it's going to take. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not saying it's bad, terrible, or anything like that, but I think it probably will need to see some more adjustments once more people get their hands on it, and something to incentivize it a bit more. I can see playing around with it just for the heck of it, just to see how it feels. But do I want to run around all the time and everything just feels like it's very hard to get through for what seems like possibly minimal payout for it? I don't know. I'm not sure how that will feel, but we'll know soon enough, because we'll be able to test it and see.
Yeah, there's definitely additional achievements and stuff that are going to come with it as well. So I think it's how much of a chaser you are for stuff like that, or like how much you want to spend time killing stuff is ultimately what it boils down to.
For me, it just, there needs to, I'm not an achievement chaser. It's cool if it's there, like I'm not like opposed to getting achievements, but that's never been something. I don't look through lists of achievements and say, what can I get, so that it can be in some menu somewhere that shows an achievement I got. Which I know this game lets you display titles and things like that. It's cool, all that's fine. But for me personally, it's more about, what does this give me that affects gameplay? Am I going to go fight this boss and get a cool piece of gear? Then it's worth it to go fight that boss because I want that piece of gear. Or is it worth it for me to roam around this zone and kill things? Well, yeah, there's a cool set you can get by farming world bosses or whatever. Then cool, let me go chase that so I can get that gear set. But if I'm just wandering around and doing the quests and random mobs are killing me, and the increase that I'm getting to XP, it's actually slowing me down because it's taking me so long to kill stuff, and I'm leveling up slower to get at least the CP from it, then I don't know how that's going to feel. But I may be wrong. It may be that people out there that have actually engaged with it are like, nope, it actually feels pretty good, and
yeah,
so we'll see.
I tried it once. I liked it, but I was trying to fight a world boss, and it was just like I tried it on the hardest mode first, and then worked my way back down. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I just think it'll be fun for, like, for example, if you're doing the regular, let's say you're doing a replay of the whole main quest line, and you get to Molag Bal, and you're like, I want this to actually take some time. Mm-hmm. You can put it on the second to hardest setting, and then actually spend time fighting it rather than just murdering his shadow or whatever. Like, I think that that's gonna be fun, that you'll be able to do that stuff. Because we've all had those fights where you walk in and the main character's like, I will get you, and you use like 2 skills and it's like, ugh, and they die.
They don't even
because you're
finish
so
the dialogue.
overpowered.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even finish the dialogue. Now I think this is great because now we might actually get to hear some of this dialogue because they're going to be a little chunkier and do a little more damage, and I think it'll be great.
Yeah, the counter to some of that has that some people have had, and it was the same thing before this was even introduced, that people were saying, like, if you want that, take your CP off and wear gear that doesn't give you bonuses. You would get some of that same effect. Maybe not quite as extreme, but if you're not using your CP to give you all your extra crit and all your extra weapon and spell damages from sets and
I guess.
things like that, then to some extent you could have already been doing, if that was the choice that you wanted, you could do it. Because there were people that were like, yeah, I just run around with no gear on or with just plain white crafted base sets, whatever, just for the extra challenge. So again, I think they've stated that this isn't its final form. So am I right on that? That this is just kind of like an early iteration of it?
No, I think this is it.
Is it?
Like, yeah, it's in.
Well, I know it's going live, but I mean, haven't they said that they're going to continue? Like, for example, the XP and gold being the only thing.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll always tweak and they'll look at stuff, just like they do with anything that they add in. But, I mean, it's not really... I think it's in the release is in the point of, we feel good releasing it, this is how it's mostly going to be or should be.
Okay. I was thinking I recalled them saying something to the effect of, this will be an early iteration, and we'll continue to work on it as we see. I'll give you an example of one thing that they could do. Adventurer being the normal, and it drops. They could go in and change some of the item drops to where you've got maybe white gear drops on Adventurer.
They're doing that.
Are they? You get green on seasoned, blue on
it's
master.
Not quite like that, but your drops do change, if I remember correctly. I might be completely off base with this, but I'm pretty sure that you have a better chance of getting higher level or gold drops if you're doing it on Vestige.
So you can get gold drops from Vestige?
I think so.
That's actually what I was getting at, is that if you could get gold level gear, just even from killing mobs, and
I'm gonna be honest, sometimes my brain gets confused as to what's live and what I may have seen or tested.
Gotcha.
But give me 1 second and I'll tell you. I guess I don't say it here, but I could have sworn that I read somewhere that your drops... Maybe that was something that people were asking for.
Yeah. See, I think that would be a decent way to incentivize increasing the difficulty. You wouldn't start with white on Adventure. I guess if you're getting drops from like set pieces, those things should be probably green, blue, purple, gold. And that way, you go kill a world boss that's hitting you for 600% more damage, and you're doing 80% less damage, and you go solo that thing, and it takes you 20 minutes getting a gold gear from it, or like the rings from the jewelry from Dolmen's even. If those are significantly more challenging, then those rings have a chance to be gold, if not every time. I know that might be a bit much if you could go farm Dolmen's for gold jewelry, especially since your difficulty doesn't affect other players, because that would get out of hand. And that's where they need to have some some work done for that, so that they can put those kind of rewards in place, because that's actually what they're trying to combat by doing it being gold and XP.
Right.
Because you could just go on the Alakir Dolmen farm and be racking up gold jewelry nonstop. So, you know, so that's not going to probably be a doable reward until they figure out how to work around some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't have to linger on that too long. That's just some thoughts.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember, because I feel like some of those were things I've seen. I just don't know where they are. I'm in the forums right now, but I think I'm too tired to actually find it.
Yeah, I mean, they've said as much, that it's only gold and XP for now. So, to my recollection, so that would mean it wouldn't be any drops included in that, because that would be exploited at that point. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll see if I can find it at some point.
Okay. Well, we can report back on that later. But
yeah.
Anyway, those were just my thoughts on that. Something I think could use some work. But ultimately, I think there's some good stuff coming in this update. It's not as packed full of quality of life improvements as the previous one was, but some of the actual gameplay, like your class changes and stuff, are going to be pretty cool. I was actually thinking about doing a tank build earlier for my Templar, and I was looking at some different things, and it was like, oh, this Necro skill would be pretty good. I was like, wait a minute. If I use that, I won't be able to use some of the
class mastery
other buffs from that I was thinking of trying out. So,
yeah, I know. I was considering making a Nightblade tank build because of some of the stuff that's showing there for Nightblades.
Yeah, my first tank. No, maybe not my first tank, but I did have a Nightblade that I did use for a tank for a little while. And
that's cool.
Not saying that I was, doing anything special with it, but it was kind of fun. It's just different. That's the reason that I did it. I was like, everybody says you can't tank with a Nightblade, so what am I going to do? I'm going to try to tank with a Nightblade.
Do it.
Doable on the normal difficulty dungeons and stuff, anyway.
Right. Sorry, I'm setting off in Skyrim, and we're going on a walk. I was in the inn for a while, but now we're on the move again.
Yeah, see, if I was where you were, with the frost, the snow, and then getting in the water,
you'd be dead.
It would be having a pretty harsh effect on me.
All the wolves. Woo! Hiya! Hiya! Got him!
Those aren't the Update 50 wolves.
Those are not the Update 50 wolves. Otherwise, I would have been in a lot more danger. Oh my goodness. If those had been the Update 50 wolves, I would have been in so much trouble.
Speaking of wolves.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. What a lead-in. Alright, let's stop. I will stop somewhere. I will find somewhere to stop. Let's go up to this... I don't know. What's up here? Oh, me getting stuck on a rock. That's what's up here. We'll discover this location, and then after we discover... Ooh, there's a word wall up there. I think.
You're gonna go up there.
You're grim.
You're gonna go up there and challenge a dragon.
I'm not. I'm gonna go up here and stand on top of this statue.
Seems like a good place to stand.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna stand on top of the statue. But I am gonna stand up here. Let's go on top of this rock. Whoa! Oh man. Oh man. Little squirrely. Okay, there we go. There we go. We'll find a good snowy view somewhere while we read this. Alright, so for our lore tonight, we have An Accounting of Werewolves. This is by Sage Svari of Fallowstone Hall, an essay regarding werewolf encounters in Skyrim. As a skald among the companions, I learned to recite the Songs of Return, but now, as Sage of Fallowstone Hall, I must do more than memorize. It falls to me to record the deeds and glories of the companions, preserve our names, and call on Ysgramor's wisdom to guide those to our new ranks. It surprised me to discover a few areas where our tomes of knowledge were scant or outdated, and I will do my best to fill in gaps as my first honorable task. I wish to begin by expanding An Accounting of Enemies, a reference to threats commonly faced by companions compiled by Sage Terora, my predecessor. We've recently taken on more contracts involving werewolves than I've ever seen, and our recorded knowledge of them is sparse. I've spoken to Nords from Windhelm to Ivarstead, and everyone agrees that cults of Hircine, and thus werewolves, who are his children, are on the rise across Skyrim. I've even heard reports that some madmen have been actively seeking out the curse of lycanthropy. I do not think I should need remind anyone, especially any Nord, of all the evil of the Daedric princes, even of one who claims the joy of hunting as his realm. There may be some draw to the wild power of werewolves, but you'd better remember that you'll never see the halls of Sovngarde when Hircine claims your soul. Lycanthropes spend eternity in Hircine's hunting grounds, slaves to his unending thirst for blood in the chase, instead of drinking mead and brawling with the heroes of legend. Ysgramor taught us to know our enemy through blood on our hands, and to scrawl our runes of conquest on the corpses in our wake. Our warriors have faced many werewolves, and while I don't have any corpses handy at the moment, and because they would pollute the rather pleasant library we have, I will preserve their knowledge here. Thornall Icefist recalls his revulsion. I saw one of them turn right before my eyes, and my blood ran cold. He got the jump on me, so stunned was I at the grotesque display. Be wary if your target is not already in its fearsome beast form. Imgard the Boot Baron knows a secret of the beast. Always keep a poisoned blade or arrow tips handy when you hunt them. Even poisons that aren't all that strong seem to ravage monsters. Halveg Godhater has read the tale of their hides. It seems to me that their pelts say something about them. The ones with darker fur use fast strikes and ragged claws to tear into you. Every now and then I've glimpsed a white one. They're usually surrounded by a pack, howling and driving them into a frenzy of combat. Adgis Bearblood prays to the divines. Don't get bitten or cut up by them. If you do, you'd better get yourself to a priest right away. The disease can be cured, but don't risk letting it get into your blood. And there you have it. An accounting of werewolves.
Did you ever play around with being a werewolf in Skyrim?
I don't think so.
You didn't do the Companion's Quest?
Maybe I did.
Which, yeah, I don't think you don't really have to necessarily use the werewolf stuff in that quest once you've gotten it, I don't think, but... yeah, and then there's a ring. There's a ring that you can get. I think it's just called the Ring of Hircine, actually. That will cause you to randomly transform into a werewolf. Or maybe it causes you to transform during full moons. I can't remember exactly how it works, but you don't have control over it. So it's purely for roleplay purposes. I don't think it gives you any kind of buffs or anything. It's just like you can wear this ring if you want to experience what it's like to not have control over transformations. So you might be in town and suddenly just transform into a werewolf and be attacked by all the guards.
Oh no. No good.
Yeah, it's
no good. Well, I think that about sums it up. We did it.
I think we did.
Me too. Oh man, don't do that. You're getting me tired.
You said you were tired already. Quit blaming me.
I know. That's very true.
All right. Well, check this out. We are Lore Seekers.
We are.
We are on all the platforms. But if you are on PlayStation specifically, We got a couple of events that we do. Pretty low-key events. Are all of them active currently?
I believe so.
Okay. I know there was one or two that was on pause for a little bit. So, all right. Well, on Tuesday, we have what we call Treacherous Tuesday. On Tuesdays.
I died. Sorry, I died while we were trying to...
I can't take you anywhere.
I made the mistake of running by somewhere. It's fine. I'll just hang out here at the Night Gate Inn.
Yeah, can't take you anywhere. Anyway, that's our dungeon day. So we encourage you to group up with your guildies and go run some dungeons. Thursday is Relic Seekers of Tamriel. That is 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And that is JTK and Pocket.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, antiquities, stuff like that.
They've been doing night market, I think, a little bit.
Okay.
Which, once this update drops, we still have 2 weeks left in the night market with class mastery. So get in there and use your class mastery fun in the night market.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? And Friday. This is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
We've never
This is a
talked
big
about
one.
this one before.
I've never heard you say this before.
Yeah. Friday is Fearless Friday with none other than Arthuria Dragoon. That is our Undaunted day.
Undaunted.
Undaunted.
We are undaunted.
Are undaunted.
Except that I was very daunted a minute ago and I died on stream.
Yes. Yes. And I'm going to starve to death. So
No.
I don't know if that's a
No.
thing. I'm not sure if you starve to death or not. Maybe I should just let this play out, see what happens. Anyway, that is also 7 Eastern. I'm sorry, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And
Yep.
that's just a night to go do Undaunted things. The
Yep.
dailies, the pledges.
Delve.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, then hop in Discord and sign
Join
up.
up.
Yeah, we're not really sign up, but join up.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with that being said, if you want to be a member of Lore Seekers and you're not, you're going to have Discord. And in order to do that, how would they go about doing such a thing?
Well, you can head over to loreseekers.club and you can join our Discord and a direct link from there. Once you're there, it's going to DM you a quick questionnaire just to make sure that you're not a bot or a troll or I don't know what else you could be. But it's to make sure that your things that you might be interested in line up with us, and so we can learn how we can help you more in game or what some of your favorite things about the game are. So do that, you submit it, it goes back to us into a channel, and then hopefully we look at it, approve it, and everybody's good to go from there. And then we usually get you into the game, hopefully within 48 hours, typically. So that's where you can find us there. If you want to find us on social media in other places, you can find us on X and Blue Sky at Snugpodcast. You can also send us an email on your thoughts on different things, or even on Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls Online, or Elder Scrolls in general at snugpodcast@gmail.com. And you might have been watching us on twitch.tv/snugpodcast here on Twitch, or over on YouTube by searching for Snug Podcast. And if you're not doing one of those things, where can they listen to us?
Anywhere you have a podcast app. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yep,
That's
just
right.
Pull up your podcatcher and search Snug Podcast, and you should find us.
Yes. And I have one more really exciting thing that we're finally able to announce. We haven't really talked about it much on Snug Podcast, but Gwen the Bard and I will both be attending GCX. We're actually helping as exhibitors with the Adventurers Guild of Giving. And we can officially announce now that through the Adventurers Guild of Giving, that ZeniMax Online Studios is actually helping sponsor the booth that's going to be there. So super duper exciting. Zoss is going to help us out a little bit with that, or a lot of it, I should say. So shout out to Ninetail Fox and Mrs. Ninetails for all the amazing work that they have been doing with the Adventurers Guild of Giving. It is officially now recognized as a charity, a 501c3. They have done a ton of work to get that recognized. So yeah, AGOG is on its way to big things, I hope. So we're going to be there at GCX with the Elder Scrolls community, and they also announced today that Wes Johnson is coming. So he'll be there. Yeah, he'll be over there, as well as a bunch of people from Destiny and Fallout and a whole bunch of other creators and whatnot. So yeah, if you're interested, look up gcxevent.com. Check it out there. If you're in our guild, I've also made postings in our announcements channel about GCX. Or if you're not in our guild and you're just interested in learning more, feel free to send us an email or send us a DM or whatever, and we'll happily get back to you about it. So yeah, lots of Lore Seekers representation, as well as the amazing Elder Scrolls Online community and creator community. So really cool stuff happening.
That is cool.
I'm very excited.
When is GCX again?
July 24th and 25th. Yeah, and it's night market. It's night market themed. Woohoo!
Nice. That is soon.
It's coming up quick, and I am like not prepared for it at all. I'm not sure yet. I've got to talk to the Nines, but I might be helping write some quest stuff for it, and I just feel like I'm so behind and there's no time. So, we'll see. But, yeah.
Cool. Well.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, I guess that's going to be it for the night. And
I guess so.
If you've been hanging out with us, be it live or after the fact, we appreciate it. Thanks for letting us be a part of your day. Hopefully it's been fun, informative, something. Hopefully it's been worth your time. If not, well, I guess you don't have to listen again. But if you choose to, we appreciate it. That's what we're here for. And we will try to be back again next week. Hopefully we will all get a chance to mess around with the new update, at least a little, so we can talk about it. But one way or the other, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of others, be a decent person. We'll see you soon.
Sleep well, Tamriel. And for Gwen, bye.